Good morning, happy apocalypse. Wonderful raiding weather here at the entrance of Constar. Now, the eagle-eyed might have noticed a little moodle here that doesn't belong on the screen. So somebody, and I don't want to point fingers, somebody drove a little bit too fast and managed to flip the cart sideways on some zombie corpses again. It did, fall back into the proper position, but it did leave a nasty scratch on my right forearm. I'm not sure. I got that swing speed is not good. This is not a good start for a raiding day. Yikes. We're definitely gonna need some painkillers. Oh yeah, that's. Wasn't there that medical place that I didn't loot last time around? Because who needs medical stuff? Yeah, we might need to pick up some painkillers. Maybe that's the first place we're gonna head towards. This. And if this wasn't on the other side of the map here, well, it's not even on the other side of the map, but so far away from base, I would have just driven back home and said, okay, Schwanstone, Schwanstone, I'm not going out with a scratch that nerfs my swing speed like that. Let's see if we're actually in a town that we kind of cleared and that actually stays clear. Wouldn't that be nice? That is not the swing speed I want to rely on when a sprinter's on my butt. Been in here, right? Just decided we didn't need anything. Well, fresh packet of painkillers. That's all I really cared about. Gonna have a quick check if there's maybe, some betas. Actually not sure how much we've been in here or not. Yeah, should be more than enough painkillers. Yeah, fresh bandage, that's what I was kind of looking for. And the sponge. So, plan for today in this town. So we were heading out towards the north side exit of town, right? And then, because I kind of wanted to check out if the connecting road to the military surplus store area is up there. So that's kind of where I wanted to go again. This time around with the benefit of actually having some time to clear it out. Immediately setting back in. Pop another painkiller. Maybe actually. Just sell it. Because if we are well fed, that speeds up wound recovery, right? Or is it just healing rate? I don't even know. So I'm not sure if it's actually affecting wounds or if it just affects hit point loss, hit point recovery. Wing speed is still bad. So, I've seen somebody earlier this week lose their 1 year, 1 month character to a crawler because the downswings weren't connecting, and it was heartbreaking. Why are we picking up watches now? I don't know. I was in that moment I just had flashing before my eyes when that swing wasn't connecting on that crawler there, and he was grabbing my ankles. The problem is really with that swing speed, we cannot take out more than, let's say, 4 zombies here. You can only take on single sprinters, can't take on multiple. Move faster. Well, you know, we're probably gonna do a two-day episode anyway, so I think just spent like 3 hours in the convenience store, chilling on the floor, waiting. Like, it's a scratch. Scratches should heal relatively quickly. We don't need to wait for the next day, but I think we need to wait a little bit before we do any sort of fighting, because that is just painful. Both like here and also like here. Close the door so that we're absolutely safe in here. Give me that first aid XP. Disinfecting will increase the pain, but it will prevent an infection. And you know, infection doesn't do anything for your health; it increases the pain of the wound, and that is what is making us fight in a poor manner right now. I'm just gonna sit here for 2 hours and read. Let's give it until 4. It doesn't feel great. Does not feel great. Boys. Honestly, I think this is not the fight I'm taking. I'm gonna head over to our resting house outside Mad Dance. Because Because we haven't really secured a sleeping place here in the town, and then we're gonna just pretend the first 20 minutes of this episode didn't happen. I'm gonna give it a fresh start in the morning. So the scratch did not heal overnight. Just gave it a fresh bandage and everything. Swing speed still sucks. I don't know. I've never had such a long impact from a scratch. On the bright side, I finished that carving book and even did a little bit of carving. I mean, this could be because I just, put a fresh bandage on and disinfected, so we got heavy pain in that part of the body again. And also we have foggy weather. That's just fantastic. Let me actually... Here's the weirdest episode ever here. In terms of what we wanted to do and what we ended up doing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just head back inside and spend like 2, maybe 3 hours carving. This is my professional carving setup here. All we need is a sharp flint flake. And a couple small handles, which we got from the tree piles that are outside there. Yeah, you can barely see them in the fog. 2 logs. Quickly turned into planks into small handles, and now we're sitting here making pipes as if our life depended on it. First of all, oh, the flint flake broke. Well, what a timing. How close did that get us? Man. The problem is, I don't have a knife, and foraging for another flint flake is gonna be really annoying. Oh yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Oh yeah. Alright. Oh, one thing. Since I have you here anyway, so the bicycle mod was updated, and now also there are sidecars. Attach bicycle sidecar. Isn't that great? And the best thing is, apparently you can put animals into those. So you can drive around with a bunny in your sidecar. It's glorious. I'm assuming only animals that you can pick up you can put in there. So you can drive around with your chickens. Come on. Alright, first try. Alright, yeah, let's get to Constarn, right? That's what we said. Alright. Swing speed's back. Hawk is almost gone. The victory of carving almost at level 9 and baseball bats within reach. Let's celebrate by bonking a bunch of zombies. Definitely feels better than what we were doing yesterday here. Being military clothing. I wonder if that's a fluke or if there's something military nearby here. I mean, you often also just have those in like near trailer parks. Wouldn't mind a military backpack. Might be respirator time here. Don't actually remember how far, where exactly. I know we actually drove down this road, right? Yeah, I think we stopped here. We saw this intersection being a little bit crowded. Stop there. Way further along. I'll double back here in a second. That clearly looks to me like end of town. A couple friends in a tree there. I see camo gear, but it'd be like some hunters or something. Don't run while you're inside a bush. What even? Like this is holding me up on the running. That's the stuff that gets you scratched and in the trees. Somewhere here, there's a military zombie with a military backpack hiding. I feel it. Maybe not. Swing around. Here on that road. And we might even check out, so there were a couple houses there in the northern part. Maybe we can have one reasonably secured as a forward base, so we don't have to drive all the way out of town just to get some nap time. Two-story house that looks promising. Not the mood we want to see. Still coming, okay. Walk a little bit away. Nobody of you guys running. Cool. Oh, there's 2 guys at my car. Cool, 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 cool. So they didn't care that much. They're not even coming after me here. Drive again. Even has intact windows, as far as I can tell. Actually, that would have been an actual cornfield, huh? Not that I really need any more corn in the base. That all that corn from last time that I put on the floor for future drying, yeah, that all rotted before it even made it onto the drying rack. So far, so good. Empty satchel. An animal trailer. Also, I don't see those out in the wild all that often. There's an animal trailer, right? Close trailer, that's for sure. This one looks looted, trashed. What? Oh. My hopes up since the windows down here are not broken, but no. All that trash on the ground. Planks. Zombies. Yo. For cooperation. Ooh, running skill increase. Where's that in now? Level 4 running. Let us go. Well, you can't, because we're so fast. Let's clear out the two houses, and then I think we can probably turn that southern one into a little bit of a forward outpost. Well, by turn it into an outpost, I mean, yeah, we're gonna sleep there. Totally gonna sleep there. Time to turn on the flashlight here. The 3 bookshelves usually would have me excited, but since it's a looted building, they're just gonna be completely empty. I mean, the garage is kind of well stocked. Basement. Didn't even see that. Now, this is a modded town. Modded towns cannot have randomized basements. Well, this must all be kind of pre-placed. Or I should say they can't have it yet, because the mapping tools aren't released yet. Anyway. Still fairly unexciting.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Honestly, but overall, this place is not as trashed as you would normally expect from a looted building. I don't know if it actually is looted, or maybe it was just designed as a trashed house. What is this on the ground here? Trash pile, but it looks really weird. Oh yeah, nothing of interest. Let's check the other one. See if there's anybody in here. Interesting. On the ground right next to the trash can. Come on. Put a little bit of effort into this. Chips. Triple bookshelf, no. Fishing and a blacksmithing book. Can't complain, it's just the wrong numbers on the books. The downside is we don't have a pillow here. Which is not the end of the world, but still. Some working doors. Wonderful. We got a little bit of daylight left, I guess. What do we want to do? Let's double check. Yeah, let's double check that road a little bit. Really should stop killing zombies in the roads if it's a narrow road like that. This is definitely the road leading to the mini surplus store. Maybe we do a little scouting trip just to see how busy it is over there. Since I've been talking about trying to get a military backpack, that's a place where you can find one. Also find a whole bunch of zombies there usually, but hey, maybe we get lucky and it's the it rolls the empty street kind of thing. There's also a gas station there with a couple bookshelves, VHS shelves. Yeah. Not even gonna risk driving down there to see how the military surplus store looks, because that already looks kind of crappy. Man, that's also kind of the way through to Fallas Lake I was thinking about. There's one alternative. I think this road kind of bypasses the gas station, comes around there. Thought that mailbox belonged to this smaller road, and the wider road would lead around the town. No, the small road is the the one we want to take here. Man, imagine you have to drive down this road every day. Always just praying that nobody comes the other way. just seen the porta potties here. There's a hilarious mod on the workshop I saw that basically links all porta potties on the map via portals. There, you go into one, you close the door, you get teleported to a random different one. How's it looking here? Looted, you know, I'm not even gonna bother. Check out this street here. So, we bypass that whole thing if we really wanted to get to Father's Lake. But no, that's not something I want to explore when it's already 8 in the evening. Let me head back to Constown and we'll take a quick look what the time says and how much daylight we have left. And maybe we do a little bit more explorational drive aroundery. But we're definitely gonna stay in town for another day, another episode, and see what we can find. Yeah, I head down here a little bit. Down this road. Just to get a general idea of what we can find here. It's more like residential or farming or... Well, I don't expect there to be shops. It's a little bit more rural. You know? Not sure what I'm looking for, but if I'm seeing a pickup truck like that, I want to look what's in it. Hey, non-trashed house. That's a large knife if we want to do a little bit more carving here and get our level 9 tonight. I want to check out this barn-like building because it might have a generator. At least it's not looted. A whole bunch of stuff. Nothing that we really care about. Okay, and there's the drowsy. Against my better judgment, just want to get an idea of what... Is this just like a small residential house? Yeah. And a bunch of rotten dead crops. Shame. Shame about the broccoli. Alright, I'm gonna head back to our just cleared house, which we're gonna use as our base of operations, forward operating base, while we're here in Constown. Now, I didn't pack too much food. We still have a bunch of chips. It's at least good enough for 2 days of food, plus whatever we can find in the houses we loot. And I think we have some stuff also in the back of the truck. So yeah, at least one more day here in this modded town and checking out. Oh. I'm already saying my goodbyes here. We can't have another fight against a sprinter while tired. In the dark, all things. Okay, yeah. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, yeah, we're gonna spend another day here, see what else this town has to offer. So far, it has treated us very nicely. Oh, you know what? I never unloaded our passenger seat. Yeah, we have some more food here. It's fine. It's gonna last a while. And I might even... Hang on. Let's finish this in style here. We're gonna come in here. Disassemble the double bed. Those planks. Give me a crafting surface. We're so close to the last carving level. Well, not the last, but level 9, which allows us to make baseball bats. Might as well finish this off here. There we go. Level 9 carving. The only downside now is that we need to find large branches as the base item that we need to make baseball bats. But yeah, another source of weapons has been unlocked. So we got the wonderful stone maces, we got baseball bats now, and once we have our forge back up, we're not too far away from making proper maces. Looking forward to that. For now, we're gonna go to sleep here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.